Guys, it happened again. I don't know whether to laugh or to cry. Am I doing something in the universe in which karma is coming back at me and gifting me multiple finger injuries? I just don't get it. How does it keep happening? Thank God Dr. Alana was on duty. She has given me what she referred to as a mullet bandage. Business in the front, party in the back. And, yeah. It happened again. I don't even know what to say. I don't know how many times this has been now. This is my left hand this time. The burn was on my right hand, so we're just equally distributing the injuries at this point. There's some sort of cosmic force out there that is punishing me for something I'm not sure of, and it's doing so by the way of finger injuries. Amputation is the only option. Does Alana need to put a TIFF gate on the kitchen? You're making Alana work from home. Alana, I'm sorry, but you have to remove all sharp objects now. I know it's not your fault, but sacrifices will be made, even if those are TIFF's fingers. I can't believe it. Like, this time, it had nothing to do with bagels. Let's start there. This had nothing to do with bagels. I was unloading the dishwasher. I was putting away something sharp. My fingers slipped. There was blood. I ran to Dr. Alana crying. She stopped the bleeding, gave me a mullet bandage, and yeah, here we are. I don't know what number finger injury this is at this point. 4? 5? I don't know.
There was 2 bagels.
2 bagel cuts, 1 burn.
2 burns.
2 burns. And now this one?
And then there was also, like, a dishwasher incident.
There was probably another one in there. I think this might be finger injury number 6. Yeah, again, at this point, I don't know whether to laugh or cry. I don't know why this keeps happening to me. I knew you guys would laugh, and then at the same time probably shake your heads also, because how this keeps happening to me, I don't know. I don't know. You've cut yourself more in the last year than I have in my life, and it's just my fingers. I don't ever cut anything else, which is maybe a blessing? I don't know. Is it a blessing or a curse? It's always my fingers. But anyway, for those of you guys just joining us, another finger injury. Add it to the running tally. Do we need to review knife safety? Well, ever since I cut my finger on a bagel twice in quick succession, was that last year?
Yeah.
I've been banned from cutting bagels in the household.
Yeah.
But
I pre-cut all our bagels now.
Despite the ban, I've now just figured out other ways to injure my fingers, such as burning them and slicing them on other objects. So, the bagel ban is still in place, but alas, I'm not even sure how effective it is anymore. It's a talent at this point, I guess.
I guess I'll just get her a second cut glove, since we already have one. And
Yeah.
make her unload the dishwasher with the cut glove
Maybe,
on.
yeah, maybe I just need to wear 2 cut gloves at all times. Maybe that's the play.
Probably.
Will those protect against burns?
It'll probably give you a couple seconds delay.
Okay. Alright, we'll take it.
Yeah, probably help.
There you have it. Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Hey, Reedon. Yeah.
Hi, Reedon.
Already shopping for one. I'll give it to you for your birthday, and that's how you know you're a real friend.
She already has one, is the worst part. I didn't know.
That's how you know I'm a real friend. Hi, Kirky. Hi, Reedon. Hey, Bronny. Hey, Euro. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Thanks for joining me. Sorry for not streaming last night. Thanks for joining me this evening, although this evening comes with a finger injury, so I don't know. Maybe I should have just streamed last night. Maybe that's what the karma is! The universe is punishing me for not streaming last night as originally planned and instead streaming tonight. They said, you didn't stick to the schedule? Off with her finger. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me. It's not Poke Monday, it's Poke Tuesday, but we will be playing Pokemon nonetheless. That's right, the Pokemon White Nuzlocke continues. On our last stream on Sunday, we did get our 6th gym badge, which is really exciting. That's right, the run is still alive. We've got 6 gym badges, over 21 hours of playtime here in Pokemon White, and today we're going to be leaving Mr. Dawn City and heading out on the next leg of the adventure, which I believe is going to have to do with Team Plasma. Obviously, we're looking forward to getting gym badge number 7, but before we do so, the gym leader mentioned that there was a group of Team Plasma on an upcoming mountain, so I think that's actually going to be our next stop, but we'll get to that in a minute. If this Nuzlocke fails, at least you can say you made the cut. I knew there was a reason I kept you around, Kirky. At least you're making me laugh in these shitty situations. You need 2 cut gloves, a shirt, and pants of chainmail. Cut gloves are now just constantly prescribed TIFF gloves. Is she at her PC? No? TIFF gloves time. At this point, I laugh, but I'm like, maybe that's just how I need to live my life. If I'm in the kitchen for any reason whatsoever, I think I just need to wear 2 cut gloves. Although the burns did happen in the bathroom, so maybe the cut gloves just need to happen around the house. Maybe I just live with them now. Maybe I'm gonna turn gloves into fashion. I'm a glove gal now. Oh dear, oh dear. Are these 4 cuts and the loading yourself into the dishwasher all within the same 12 months? That's the real question. I can't remember when the first bagel incident happened. Was that last year or was it the year before? I think the 5 to 6 finger injuries are all within the last 12 or 24 months. I can't remember if it was 1 year ago or if it was 2 years ago, but it has been what I would like to think is too short of a time for so many finger injuries. So anyway, rocking the double band-aid. Alana got the bleeding to stop. It was actually bleeding a lot. She had to hold my finger for a while to get the bleeding to stop, and then she gave me the mullet band-aid, so hopefully it'll hold up during the stream. We'll see. It happened like maybe an hour ago, so still fresh. Just the way we like our cuts. At this point, I feel like we need to ask, are you okay, Tiff? Do you need to talk to someone? I mean, I really appreciate you checking in, but yes, I am okay, and if I could have it my way, I would not be cutting myself so frequently. God, these cuts are just annoying. And it's always to my fingers. Remember last time I cut my... No, the last time was the burn. I'm getting the cuts and the burns mixed up now. The last time I burned my fingers, I was having trouble gaming and everything. This one seems okay. I don't really need this finger for gaming. Especially not on this hand, you know? I think we're okay here. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Remind me to be at least 1 room distant from you when you wield a knife. The funny part is I'm planning to take everybody axe throwing during TallaraCon in July. And now I'm like, maybe I shouldn't? Maybe this is the universe telling me that I'm going to legitimately cut off a finger if I go axe throwing. I don't know. We'll see. You're not on my knife throwing team. Damn it. And I've been practicing. That's what all these cuts have been for. Group ER visit. Yay! You get to experience Canadian healthcare. That's part of the tour. TallaraCon 3, Canadian Healthcare Edition. Anyway, how are you guys? I hope you guys are doing good. I hope all your fingers are intact. Happy Tuesday. Like I said, thank you for joining me on this Poke Tuesday. Without further ado, we can load into the game here, but I hope everybody's week is off to a good start, a better start than mine is. It is officially spring in the game now. I have no idea what changed the marker from winter to spring. It was winter for the first 7 streams of this run, and then all of a sudden it changed to spring. I'm not sure if it's because we reached a point in the game where the seasons change, if it's a static sort of marker when you reach a certain town the seasons change, or if the internal clock in my emulator was like, oh shit, it's May 5th, and said it was now spring. But anyway, it's spring in the game, which is nice. We got some spring showers. And we're gonna be heading out of town. Let's take a look at the town map and remind ourselves where we're going. If I can find the town map, there it is. Mistral Dawn City is where we are, so we're gonna be heading northeast along Route 7, past the Celestial Tower that we explored on our last stream, and we're gonna be going to Twist Mountain. This is where we heard that Team Plasma is currently assembling. It has a reputation as a mine littered with valuable ore. So presumably we're gonna do some more spelunking, some more cave diving. Hopefully there will be less Pokemon ambushing me in Twist Mountain, but regardless, this time we're going in prepared. I've got a ton of max repels. After Twist Mountain, there is Icarus City. I'm not sure if that's the city where the 7th gym is located or not, but regardless, we're gonna have to head northeast across Route 7 to get to our next destination. What's the Pokemon lineup? Great question. Let's do a little bit of a roll call here, shall we? So, our newest member of the team is Ponzone, the level 37 Zebstrika. Ponzone literally carried us through the last gym. Ponzone defeated every single Pokemon in that gym. Not a single other Pokemon was used. This guy was elite. So, he is our highest level Pokemon right now, which means he'll probably be sitting on the bench for the next little while. But yeah, that's Ponzone. Next up, we have Leonardo, the level 35 Tortuga. Then we have Bean Boozle, the level 30 Darumaka. Murica, the level 30 Trubbish. Puppuccino, the level 32 Stoutland. And last but certainly not least, we have Spike, the level 34 Maractus. So as you can see, there is quite a level gap between Ponzone and some of the other members of our party. So in particular, Bean Boozle and Murica need to be leveled up today as we go. Because yeah, on the last stream, Ponzone owned. He was so good. It was honestly impressive. But yeah, pretty happy with the team right now. I think it's going to do good for us going forward. All my phalanges are intact, although I think I've had 15 more years to learn how to use sharp and hot objects than you. Maybe in 15 years I can take off the cut gloves, because God knows my 31.9 years of experience wasn't enough to protect me. I turned 32 on Friday. Maybe that's when I'll turn the corner. Let's hope none of your Pokemon know cut. Oh, I hate you and I love you, Kirky. Alright, Route 7. There's a bunch of tall grass around here, lots of trainers, balance beams, clowns. Oh, Route 7 is an interesting place. Alright. Let's start by fighting you. I love raised walkways. Balancing is fun, so I often come here to play. I didn't realize, yeah, I guess I'll have my cut finger heading into my 32nd birthday, and if that's not karma, I don't know what is. It's like, ah yes, another year older, but not another year wiser. Jeez Louise, so bad. Tiff's gonna turn 32 and somehow gain slashing resistance. I sure hope so. That's all I want for my birthday. You know the song, I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas, only hippopotamus will do? We're gonna remix it to, I want slashing resistance for my birthday. Only slashing resistance will do, because God knows I need it. Yeah, I'm very excited for my birthday stream on Friday. At least we have something to look forward to. Looking ahead past the finger injuries. On Thursday, I'm also finishing my sleeve, which is kind of exciting. Maybe this was preparation for the pain that is to come on Thursday. I'm really searching for a reason for this cut. Maybe that's what it was, tattoo prep. But yeah, I got lots of stuff coming up this week, which is exciting. I assume when you go for something to eat during TallaraCon, it's gonna have to be at Tim's or some sort of bakery to avoid having to use cutlery. Yeah, it'll be finger foods only at TallaraCon, because I can't be trusted with a knife. Nice, good job, Trashy. Next up is Tranquil. Let's see if Trash Bag Murica can take out another bird. I would like to reiterate, I was not the one who named this Trubbish Murica, so if there's any Muricans in the chat, don't be mad at me. This was literally a group vote. We operate under the principles of democracy around here, and you guys voted for this, so blame them, not me. You're only gonna use sporks going forward. I don't know if I've ever seen a spork in real life, but maybe now's the time for me to get one. Could we crowdfund a spork for my birthday? Sporks are mighty and pointy, though. Yeah, God knows I'd find some way to hurt myself with a spork. Alana must appoint an official cutter for Tallara. Sounds like you're nominating yourself, Euro, if you're able to make it to Montreal. Better get to practicing. Okay, I think this is the right way, so let's go actually back this way first. KFC used to do sporks? Really? I wonder if they still do. I haven't had KFC in, like, years. Oh my goodness, so long. Battle on a raised walkway. That's kind of cool. It is kind of cool. I hope one of us doesn't fall off. Emolga. For those of you guys who weren't here on Sunday, we had an Emolga on our team for all of, what would you guys say, 20 minutes maybe? It was, quite frankly, embarrassing how short a time the Emolga was on our team. We had an Emolga named Mini Pete, and yeah, he didn't last very long, unfortunately. Unfortunately, Mini Pete was not long for this world. But then we got Ponzone, who ended up being a fantastic electric type, so maybe everything worked out for a reason. We almost debated if we were allowed to get them longer than they were on the team. Yeah, seriously, we went into this big debate because we got the Emolga from a trade with an NPC. And we went into this big debate. We actually held a vote on whether you guys thought that would A, be allowed, and B, count as an encounter for the route. We finally decided, yep, okay, we could get Emolga and we could have an encounter. And yeah, by the time it was all said and done, I think I'd have to agree with Euro. I think we ultimately spent longer in the debate than we did with the Emolga actually in our team, so... Yeah, R.I.P. Mini Pete. That was the nickname that our Emolga came with. Very interesting nickname. But if you're ever wondering who Mini Pete is, it is an Emolga we had on our team for all of 2 seconds. Frankly, a little embarrassing. Alright, Harlequin. You're down. So we already have our Route 7 encounter, that is Ponzone. So all this grass here, there's no point in really walking in it because we won't be able to catch any more Pokemon. We did get TM81 X-Scissor though. Let's see, is that any good? I feel like X-Scissor is a decent move. Let's take a look. We also know Shadow Claw, which I should maybe teach you some on. Yeah, X-Scissor's great. 80 power, 100 accuracy. Let's see. Not a single one of my Pokemon is able to learn X-Scissor? Huh, never mind that. What about Shadow Claw? Is that any better? No. Not a single one of my Pokemon can learn Shadow Claw either. Okay, so my 2 best TMs that I have, no one can learn, so fantastic. Can anyone learn Fly? I assume not. No. Okay. 0 for 3. No one is learning any new moves today. Got it. Okay. So now we're gonna head north. And I should heal my Pokemon. Let's see. Just a regular potion? 2 of those on Bean Boozle? 3 of those on Bean Boozle. There we go. Okay, everyone's topped up. Let's keep going. This is Twist Mountain. So this is apparently where Team Plasma are gathering. Watch out for wild Pokemon. Okay, if that's the case, I guess we should get an encounter in Twist Mountain as well. And before we do anything, looks like we gotta fight Karen. Tallara, since we both hold the Jet Badge now, let's see which of us is stronger. Way to ambush me, Karen. Didn't even start with, hi, how you doing? Good to see you. Just straight to the battle. I see how it is, Karen. Okay. Alright. What do you got for me? A burb. Alright. Unfortunately, The rain is not very conducive to Bean Boozle's fire-type attacks. Your strength and my strength. Right, let's test them. Nice. Oh, I was just about to say nice, Bean Boozle, on avoiding the attack, but then Unpheasant avoided our attack as well. Oh my god. The critical hit left Bean Boozle with 1 HP? What? Thank God it did 90 damage and not 91 damage, but that's insane. Wow, what a start to this battle against Karen. Okay, let's get Ponzone back in here. Oof. I don't know if I could have dealt with a Pokemon death less than 30 minutes into stream after what happened. My heart couldn't have handled that, so okay. Next up is Servine, which I would normally send Bean Boozle out for, but which is clearly not happening now, so instead, let's send out Murica. Tiff's treating these Pokemon like her fingers. Hey, Meerkat. Yeah, I would have been sad if we lost Bean Boozle, so very glad that didn't happen. Hurt definitely skipped a beat there for a second. Servine's got leftovers. Okay. That's annoying. To be honest, I'm liking Murica. As you should. Patriotism and all that. Nice. I think the poison will take out Servine unless Karen decides to use a healing item. Ooh. So close. Honestly, I don't even need to attack again. We can play it safe and just heal Murica, and Servine should die from poison. Nice. 2 down. That gets Murica to level 31 as well. Next up is Simipour, so let's send in Spike. We haven't seen Spike on the battlefield in a while. It's good to see a little cacti. Spike knows water absorb, hee hee hee. Not hurting me. 1-hit KO, let's go Spike. Nicely done. Up next is Leopard. Honestly, let's just keep Spike in here. Let's give Spike some well-deserved screen time. Can you be strong even if you lose? Is winning everything? Is that a rhetorical question, Karen, or is that something you're working through in therapy? Get fucked, sea monkey. God knows we hate those elemental monkeys around here. Ooh, almost a 1-hit KO, and it wasn't even a crit or super effective. Spike is powerful. Do you hear that, Spike? Meerkat said you're amazing, sweetie! Ah, didn't quite get her to level 35. Pokemon battles are fun, but what is it to be truly strong? I don't know, Karen, you're gonna have to work through that in therapy. That was a fine Pokemon battle. I'm happy to see you are both growing as trainers. Who said that? Oh, the champion. What's up, dude? Oh, he just jumped off a cliff. Okay. If it isn't the champion, Alder, I'm weak, so I lost. And honestly, it bothers me when you call it a fine battle despite that. Oh, honestly, Karen, just accept the compliment without the stinging remark. I've asked you this before, but what do you plan to do after becoming strong? If I get strong and become a champion, that will be the reason for my existence. I want to prove that I'm really living. You remind me of Marshall. Of course, having something you want to become is important, but what is even more important is what you do with your newfound power. Anyway, take this. Here, you too. Nice, we got Surf. Spike is amazing. Honestly, top 25 Pokemon, which doesn't sound crazy, but out of 1,000, it's a lot. Yeah, no, that's a high ranking. I like Spike too, and I think I told you, Spike, or Maractus is one of Alana's favorites as well. Spike would not be suitable for TIFF IRL, though. There's too many ways to further injure the fingers. It's true. It's true. I can only interact with Spike in video game form. If you use the move Surf, you can travel over water. I shall see you again, young trainers. Don't forget about the needs of the Pokemon at your side. What I do with my power? I don't know that answer yet. First, I want to become a strong trainer, so everyone will acknowledge that power. Tallara, next time, I will win. Okay, bye, dude. Now, can anyone learn Surf? That's the real question. Wow, okay. I expected Leonardo to be able to learn Surf, but Puppuccino can as well? Interesting. Alright, well, we'll start with teaching Leonardo, Surf. It's much better than Scald. And now I'm wondering, do we teach Puppuccino Surf too? Let's take a look. I think Puppuccino might be a physical attacker, but let's double check. Yeah, Puppuccino is by far a physical attacker, so no, we won't teach it Surf. I had a pet cactus once. I think I watered it once, ever, and it died from root rot due to being overhydrated. Wow. Alana actually just got a pet cactus for her birthday. I brought Alana to a plant shop. Reedon, I'm not sure if you're still in chat, but it was the plant shop that you recommended to us, actually. I brought Alana there for her birthday. She loves plants. We were just looking around. And she left with a little cactus in this cute little pot. I'm gonna text her to bring it in. To show you guys. It's very cute. Alright, let's quickly save our game here at the base of Twist Mountain. Now let's head on up. Conquering a mountain means conquering your fears. Can you win against Pokemon that have conquered many mountains? Let's find out, I guess. I assume you're implying that your Pokemon have conquered many mountains? Also, this is probably not the best place for me to be sending out Bean Boozle into battle. I expect there's going to be a lot of rock and ground types. Did you see my text?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Oh, we were talking about Spike, the Maractus, and we were talking about how he liked cactuses, and I mentioned that you got a cactus for your birthday, and I asked if you wanted to bring it in and show it to everyone.
Okay.
She is very excited to show you guys this cactus, so hang on. Quick break from the action for a little bit of birthday show and tell.
And she's incorrect. It's a cat kiss.
Yes, it is not a cactus, it is a cat kiss.
Because it has a tiny cat.
Because it is a cactus in a tiny cat pot.
Yes.
This is what Alana picked out for her birthday. It's a cat kiss, which honestly, if we hadn't already caught Spike and named it Spike, I would have recommended that we call it cat kiss, but It was a little too late, unfortunately. But there he is. He's so cute. Thanks for showing us. A little dribble.
Do you need anything? I'm just gonna check on you.
No, I think I'm good.
That's your ailment.
I think it's okay. Seems to be fine. Alright, bye! There you go, Cactus Show and Tell. Alright, back to the game. So yeah, as I was saying, we probably don't want Bean Boozle in here fighting against rock types, so honestly, we don't have a lot of Pokemon that are super effective against rock types. I'll send in Leonardo to try out our new Surf move. It is raining outside, which means Surf should be even more powerful. And yep, it would have killed him if Boldore didn't have this sturdy ability. Next up is Girder, who is a fighting type. So let's switch in Spike. Rock and Fighting are two types that we don't have much of an advantage against, so we have to be careful. Don't slap a cactus, that's a dumb idea. Nice. I should get Spike to level 35. Yep. Sure did. And we defeated Hiker Terrell. You conquered a B-list mountain. That B-lister is me. Wow. You're not even an A-lister in your own eyes, dude? Hikers aim at summits. Pokemon trainers aim for the Pokemon League. Alright, so before we go into the mountain, I'm actually going to backtrack back to town, because I just noticed during that last battle that we don't have a ton of healing items. In particular, we don't have any super potions, which I would like to have, so let's do a quick backtrack and do some shopping. Alright, let's buy a bunch of super potions. Let's buy like 20. And then we'll top off our regular potion and hyper potion stores as well. Alright, dropping fat stacks at the Pokemart. And then this is what I'm going to do next. I'm going to give Bean Boozle the EXP share, because I have a feeling he's not going to be very helpful for us in this cave going up against a bunch of rock-type Pokemon, but I also don't want him to fall behind, because right now he's one of our lowest level Pokemon. So instead, let's give him the EXP share. Oh, so progress in Death Stranding 2 today. I got the Architect to enough stars for him to mend random structures I build. He only does a few each day, or it'd be a super easy cheat mode. That's cool, though. Nice. Glad to hear you're still enjoying Death Stranding 2. I saw in the Discord that you picked up a special hat today, which is exciting. Other thing we should do is move Bean Boozle out of the first position, otherwise the whole EXP share thing doesn't really make a lot of sense. Now let's head back to the mountain. Twist Mountain. We're back and we're ready to head inside. I've nearly gotten 1 hour per euro spent on it, so by the time I get to whatever the end is, I'll have gotten decent value out of it. Absolutely. Oh, look at this. 2 familiar faces. Oh, Tallara. What a surprise, seeing you here while I was inspecting Twist Mountain. The two of you seem a bit more rugged than the last time I saw you. A little bit, anyway. Is that so? By the by, you folks seen that Team Plasma crowd lately? After all the trouble, we gym leaders met up and had a chat. But we've got no clue where they are. It's like they're hiding under a rock. Well, not much to do but wait for them to move. Anyhow, this none of your concern. Squirts like the two of you should just enjoy traveling with your Pokemon. Twist Mountain's a fine place to explore. You'll have some fun if you just leave this here path. Well, better you just see it yourself instead of listening to me yammer. Be seeing you, Sprouts. Feel free to train yourselves on my mountain for as long as you like. One thing I do like about Gen 5 so far is that the gym leaders are like always out and about. They're not just confined to their gyms. I mean, we've seen Clay multiple times now. Clay's right now currently a cave cowboy, as Bronny so perfectly put it. So it's cool to see the gym leaders actually interact with the world instead of staying confined to their gyms. I thought he was going to get us involved in all that bother again, so I was bracing myself before I knew it. I'm going in first, but I'll be seeing you. Okay, bye, Karen. Alright, so this is a brand new area, Twist Mountain, which means we should be able to get a new encounter in here. So before we use any sorts of repels, we're gonna wait and see what we can find. Ooh, hang on. Twist Mountain is just like an open pit mine? Interesting. Wait, so maybe there's not wild Pokemon here? I think you have to go inside and outside the mountain to fully navigate it, so I guess when we go inside, we have the opportunity to catch Pokemon. I want to fight you. When I'm surrounded by rocks, my spirit goes up. Okay. Everyone's got a thing for something, I guess. Hiker Daryl sends out a Woobat. So much for raising your special defense, Woobat. There we go. We got Bean Boozled level 32. The experience share is working out already. Next is Girder. We don't want to leave Leonardo the Rock type in with Girder, so instead we'll send in, I think Murica might be able to handle it? I don't want to risk it. Girder's a really strong Pokemon. Let's send in Spike. We might have to give Murica some time with the XP share as well, but we'll see. So everyone here, it appears to be a bit higher level. So I don't want to put our favorite bag of trash in any potentially dangerous situations. Beautiful. Guess that was the right decision after all. Next up is Boulder. Honestly, we can keep Spike in here for this. That dang Sturdy always foils my plans. We'd have so many more one-hit KOs if it wasn't for Sturdy. Alright, down goes the hiker. When I lose, my spirits sink. Oh, sorry, bud. There can only be one winner. Alright, let's use some of those super potions I just picked up. Top off Spike's HP. And then we still haven't come across a wild Pokemon, so let's see what our encounter is going to be. Here it is. What do we got? Oh, wow. Okay, we already had a Woobat once in this journey. Of course, Woobats, unfortunately, met their end very early on. But is this our opportunity to get another Woobat back in the squad? I think it is. Let's see if we can just toss an Ultra Ball at it. Now I'm wondering, what was our other Woobat nicknamed? I can't even remember. If we do the exclamation point white command, oh, it was Meatball, right. So if that's the case, I feel like we should name this Woobat something Meatball-esque. Do we have any ideas? Yeah, I feel like it's gotta be... I don't know, what's the evolved form of a meatball? That's what this thing needs to be nicknamed. Because we had a Woobat in a previous life named Meatball, who unfortunately perished. But now that we're getting another Woobat, I feel like it's got to pay homage to the first one that we had. What is the evolved form of a meatball? An IKEA hot dog? Will that fit? I-K-E-A space H-O-T-D-O. It'll fit if we do it all one word. Sausage sphere. Okay, honestly, I wish that would fit, because that's incredible. That's incredible. I've never had an IKEA hot dog. I really like the IKEA meatballs, but if you're saying IKEA hot dogs are better than IKEA meatballs, now I feel like I gotta try one. Could be a sausage. Okay, that's kind of dumb, actually. Sausage sphere, all one word. It's a sausage. Is that 10 letters? Oops. Oh, I think it's gonna fit. Oh, it's gotta be a sausage. A sausage sphere. There you go. I asked what the evolved form of a meatball was, and Kirky came through. With the sausage sphere, which Brawny so perfectly combined into a sausage. There it is, guys. Welcome to the team, sausage. That is so dumb and I love it. Okay, great. Noella will be happy. We've got a Woobat again. I'm sorry? No. No, no, no. I love it. Being with Pokemon is natural. Having a Pokemon battle is natural. Why don't we test whether that is true? What do you got for me, Carol? Ooh, a sentient ice cream cone. Interesting. Not a great matchup for our rock water turtle, though. Let's instead send out Puccino. When she said being with Pokemon, I feel like we need clarification. I don't even want to ask for clarification because I'm scared of what the answer might be. God damn, is this guy just gonna keep buffing his defense and drawing this battle out? Yeah, he's gonna buff his defense to maximum. Unfortunately, Puccino is a physical attacker, which means his attack's damage is gonna be greatly decreased. So this is basically just gonna be grinding it out now. Just keep hitting him with strength, he'll go down eventually. One more should do it. Nice. Next up is Gotharita. We can keep Puppuccino in. Puppuccino needs some experience as well. Puppuccino is only level 33, so... Try to spread the wealth here today. After Ponzone led the charge in the previous gym, everybody else needs to catch up. There we go. Nice. Nuzlocke grew to level 33 and wants to learn Flare Blitz. Let's see. Ooh, okay. It is a very powerful move, however, the user sustains serious damage when they use it. In a Nuzlocke, that's never something you want to mess with, so no Flare Blitz for Bean Boozle. What is a Duosian? I actually have no idea what this Pokemon is. Oh. Huh. I've seen that Pokemon before, but if you had given me a million guesses, I wouldn't have guessed that it was named Duosian. So there you go. You learn something new every day, even though you've been playing Pokemon for 25 years. If my Pokemon don't want to fight, I'll quit being a trainer, because there are a lot of other things I can do with my Pokemon. Cian, not everyone's terrible just because they're a Pokemon trainer. Come meet this blue-haired gal. Alright, looks like the only thing out there was her. Well, and that item we picked up. So let's see what's in here. Another trainer. Hello. I want to know how the fighting Pokemon feel. That's why I fight too. That's me, a battle girl. Wow, there's so many emotionally intelligent Pokemon trainers in this mountain. If only N could come in here and meet some of these, maybe he'd give up his weird crusade. Alright, Throw is here. We're not gonna let him near Leonardo. Throw is also very strong and is a very high level, so I think I'm gonna bring out the big guns here, aka Ponzone. There won't be any sort of, type advantage here, but just in terms of sheer strength, Ponzone at level 37 is the strongest that we have, so let's do this. Dang. Yeah, that didn't do much damage. And that did a lot of damage. Okay, see, I knew Throw was gonna be a problem. I knew this dude was gonna be a problem. We have fought Throws previously, and they've always been an issue. Why is this guy doing more than half of my HP in damage? How are we gonna beat this guy? Ponzone is our strongest Pokemon. Okay, Revenge shouldn't do anything. I haven't hit him. What's he getting revenge on? Doesn't matter. Still doing more than half my HP. Okay, what do I do here? Do we just keep heal stalling? I don't know, how many PP does Revenge have? I don't think I can get out of this. If I swap in any other Pokemon, it's going to die. Ponzone has the highest HP of anyone. Oh, this is not good. And now he's using Bulk Up, so his attack and defense has risen even higher, meaning he's gonna do more damage. Oh, this guy's gonna kill me. I know he is. He's bulking up even more! No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I genuinely don't know what to do here. I didn't know if maybe we had an X defense that I could have used. I'm pretty sure Throw's gonna kill me the next hit he hits me with, and I don't know how to not die. Because if I sub in any of my other Pokemon, they're just gonna die, so... Oh no, I think we're stuck. I think the next hit that Throw gets on me, he's gonna kill me. Oh no, potentially a death we can't blame on Beast. I knew this guy was gonna be a problem as soon as I saw him being sent in, but I didn't think he was gonna be this much of a problem. His attack has been 3 times buffed. I mean, I don't think... Does anyone have a super high defense stat? 54? 87, but he'll be super effective, so no. 48, 73, he'll be super effective, so no. 53, 58. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. I don't know what to do here. If someone's gonna die, should I make it be someone else instead? Like, should I send out Murica to be the sacrifice? Maybe? I feel like I would rather lose Murica than lose Ponzone at this point. If we're gonna lose somebody. Simipour came back to watch us revenge. Oh, I do not like this, I do not like this, I do not like this. Have I said I don't like this? I do not like this. Honestly, the worst part is even if Murica tanks a hit, I don't know. We might lose 2 Pokemon here. Oh my god, I feel so... Okay. If we have to lose a Pokemon, I'd rather lose Murica than Ponzone. Okay. Murica's gonna die. Murica did not die! Huh.
Lurking while working because I have a huge deadline tomorrow, but then I get Thursday and Friday off. Almost there. I am tired, but I like it here.
You're almost there, my friend. You can do it. Thank you so much for the resub. 88 months from the lovely Rory Array. I appreciate you, my friend. Thursday and Friday are good days to have off, because you know what Friday is, right? The best day of the year. My birthday. Thank you for the lurk. Appreciate you. Good luck. I am shocked that Murica was actually able to tank that. Okay, if that's the case, maybe our fortunes aren't as bad as I thought? Throw Murica the same way they threw T into the harbor. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say maybe we could, get Murica to tank a hit, but I still think Murica's gonna die. Ooh, Murica avoided the hit. Sludge Bomb? That did nothing. Okay. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Down goes Murica. Okay. As expected, unfortunately, our trash bag was our sacrificial lamb. Now, who do we send in to try to finish this? I don't think we try to send in Ponzone. I think we try to send in Spike, and here's why. Throw has 3 times buffed his defense. Base defense, not special defense. Spike uses special attacks. So we might be able to get him down in 1 hit here with the Giga Drain. Come on. Yes! Oh, thank God. Okay. Okay. We lost Murica, but honestly, I think it was best case scenario. Our backs were up against the wall there. I was really worried we were gonna lose multiple Pokemon. No offense to Murica, our sweet little trash bag, but I think that was best case scenario. Yeah, we couldn't lose the cactus after Alana showed us her birthday present. Okay. That was not ideal. I hate losing Pokemon to, like, random trainers. I feel like if I'm gonna lose Pokemon, I want to do it to gym leaders. Not just random trainers or wild Pokemon. That always stings a little bit more, but... I think we got out of that battle the best we could. All of our heavy hitters are still alive. Ponzone, Spike, Puppuccino, Leonardo, Bean Boozle, all my favorites. Sorry, Murica. Okay. Good night, Kirky. Thanks for hanging out. It was good to see you, my friend. Sweet dreams. The sweet little trash bag is probably the best thing this country has been called in a couple of years. Oh gosh, okay. The worst part is we're nowhere near a Pokemon Center, so we can't even have a funeral. We're gonna have to carry Murica's dead body with us in our inventory, which is a little dark. But okay. We lost a soldier tonight, but the run continues. And that's the thing about the Nuzlocke. As long as I still have one Pokemon left, it's not over. Luckily, we do have Pokemon in the PC that we can replace Murica with. And we'll do that, obviously, once we get out of this cave. We are going to be down a Pokemon now, though. We're going to be fighting with a team of 5, not a team of 6, and hopefully that doesn't come back to bite us at all. Hey, good evening, Ash. How are you? We just lost a valuable soldier. We lost Murica the Trubbish. It was a calculated decision. Someone was gonna die, and unfortunately I decided Murica had to be that sacrifice. So, personally, I think we got out of that the best we could, but still sucks to lose a Pokemon, obviously. Alright, but we move onwards and upwards, fighting some more Boldors. At least we're outside again now, where it's raining, which means Leonardo will be buffed. Although that doesn't mean a whole lot against these Boldors, because we can't one-hit KO them anyway, so it takes minimum 2 turns to kill these guys, which kind of sucks. But it is what it is. It's raining in the game. We're expecting rain later tonight and tomorrow. The frogs will be happy. Next up is Excadrill. Send in Spike. Next couple of days, you'll be staying indoors. Sounds like a great few days for you to get cozy. Play some video games, watch some TV. Enjoy staying inside. Great thing about Spike is that he's self-healing as well, which is always super helpful in a Nuzlocke run. Alright, ads are running. I wanted to take a quick break during our ad break, so let's take a couple of minutes now. We'll save our game, we'll mourn the loss of Murica, the Trubbish, and we'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Alrighty, we're back and we got those pesky ads out of the way, so thank you guys so much for waiting. Let's continue working our way through Twist Mountain. As the name implies, I think we're going to be twisting and turning as we try to navigate this place. We're also going to be fighting random Pokemon. Random Boulders! Didn't realize Leonardo was not full health before we started that encounter, so we are going to run away. So we can make sure everybody's at full health. I'm going to top off Puppuccino as well. We're not taking any risks after what just happened. Now we keep moving. Well, barely. We take one step. Ooh, a Cubchoo! If only that was our encounter from earlier. An Ice-type Cubchoo would have been absolutely fantastic. As happy as I am to get another Swoobat on the team, I think I would have preferred a Cubchoo. Honestly, now might be the time when I use one of those repels. I hate fighting wild Pokemon because A, they don't give you very much experience points, and B, there's always the potential for some sort of trouble. Seeing as we've already lost one Pokemon tonight, I really don't want to risk it when we're not even really getting rewarded in terms of experience. So I think after this battle we'll pop our max repel so we don't have to worry about any more encounters as we proceed. To our bag. Max repel. No idea if I'm going the right way, but we're going a way, so we'll take it. It looks like we're going down into the pit, which I can only assume is our objective, so in that case, I think we are going the right way? Maybe. Oh, I saw an item over here. Let's grab that first. An ether. Nice. And a nugget. What are all these brown lumps? I don't know. Just like rocks? Not sure why they're less textured than the other rocks in the cave. Oh, some of them are trainers. That guy was hiding in the brown lump. Okay. Weird flex, but alright. Who am I to judge you, worker Karen? Nice. That worked out well. We've trained by doing physical work, so even when we lose, we're powerful. This worker is happy to have a job that lets him be with his favorite Pokemon. Yeah, I wish my job let me bring Muffin to work. I can only imagine it would be more enjoyable, so I get where you're coming from, sir. Over here we get a pee-pee up. Then we go back outside again. Yes, in and out, twist and turn. Over here we've got a nurse. During a long journey, you'll be happy if you meet a doctor. If you can win against me, I'll make your Pokemon healthy. Perfect. We could use that. Although I feel like if he's to make my Pokemon healthy, he's probably gonna make Murica come back to life. Which is obviously against the rules, so even though Murica will be fully restored, he's still dead. Hit KO on the Duosion with the Crunch. And then another target for Crunch. We've got the Musharna. Ah, dang it. Put Leonardo right to sleep. Well, we can't have that, can we? Awakening! Ooh, dang. That did good damage. Honestly, if he's gonna buff his defense, then I'm gonna try using Surf, because it'll be buffed by the rain. And it's a special attack, so it should... Nah, it did do good damage, but not as much as I was hoping. We'll need one more Crunch to finish it off. Oh! We're gonna need more than one more Crunch if Hank's gonna be up to that. Alright, we're just gonna have to grind this one out as well. Just keep crunching as he keeps healing and buffing. We'll go down eventually. Ugh. Not if he keeps putting me to sleep. This is a marathon, not a sprint. We are just hanging in here. Nice. Finally avoided an attack, which means we can attack. Playing a game of chess. Alright, one more Crunch will do it. Dang. That was quite the battle. At least Bean Boozle grew to level 35 out of it. Bean Boozle wants to learn Taunt, which we definitely don't want. Dr. Hank has been defeated. Your team is very healthy. Let me just fix your team up a little bit. Thank you, Dr. Hank. Ooh! Bean Boozle's evolving! Let's go! Feels like it's been a while since we've had a Pokemon evolve. We'll take this.
Fee fi fo fum. I smell the blood of a Pokemon.
Hey, MK, thank you so much for the resub, my friend. 102 months. MK is in the triple digits. Dude, thank you so much for the support. I appreciate you. Enjoy your sub badge, your emotes, your ad-free viewing, all that good stuff. And unfortunately, yes, the blood of a Pokemon was spilled tonight. We did lose our Trubbish. However, in better news, our Bean Boozle evolved into Darmanitan. Look at that smile. This thing is creepy as hell. You know what? We'll take it. Bean Boozle now wants to learn Hammer Arm. What's that about? It's a fighting type move. The user swings and hits with its strong and heavy fist. It's power 100, accuracy 90. It does lower the user's speed, however, but it's way better than Rock Smash. We're gonna teach him Hammer Arm. Well, that was a nice surprise. After a Pokemon battle, let them recover slowly. Health is always crucial. It really is. Thanks, Doc. Alright, well now that Bean Boozle is caught up with the rest of the team, we're going to take the EXP share. There's no reason for him to be hogging it. And instead we'll give him back the item he was holding from before, which I believe was the scope lens. Alright, let's keep moving. We're still not done here. Really glad we had that doctor to help us out halfway, though. Why do I dig? Why do you fight? Let's find out. Okay. I wait anxiously to hear about why you dig, sir. Hiker Neil, can't wait to find out more. Nice, one-hit KO. Next up is Boldor, also good for Leonardo. So many of the Pokemon in here have been advantageous in terms of type matchups for Leonardo, so we're letting him cook right now. Soon grow to level 37. I'm not sure at what level Leonardo evolves, but I'm sure that's coming up fairly soon. We've got that to look forward to. I think it's 40, maybe 42? Somewhere around there, I believe. Early 40s. Nice. Yep. Leonardo grew to level 37. Bye-bye, Neil. Your past experience, is that the source of your strength? I don't know. Can you tell me why you dig, Neil? You promised. I underestimated! Leonardo's evolving right now! Holy crap! Back-to-back evolutions! I can't believe that! In back-to-back battles, 2 different Pokemon evolved! That's so sick! I really didn't think Leonardo evolved till 40. Apparently it's 37, so today I learned. Let's do this! Woo! Leonardo evolved into a Caracosta. Look at that. Now that is an armored turtle. It's basically Blastoise without the shoulder cannons. That's so awesome. Oh my god, I cannot believe we just ended up with back-to-back evolutions. That is absolutely fantastic. Caracosta. His defense has gone up a lot. He's very slow, but he is thick. Now, he's not thick with special defense, only regular defense, which is interesting. His ability is Solid Rock as well, which reduces damage from super effective attacks. So, in the right scenario, Leonardo can be a good tank. And then let's take a closer look at Bean Boozle as well. So his new ability is Sheer Force. It removes added effects to increase move damage. And this guy is unfortunately not very thick, but he's pretty fast and he hits pretty hard with physical moves. Look at this! We've got so many evolved Pokemon now. This is awesome. Alright, finish this off, Neil. Why do you dig? The more you dig, the bigger the hole will be. Okay. There you have it, folks. For those of you who are wondering why Neil digs, the more you dig, the bigger a hole will be. Alright, let's use another repel. Words are unnecessary. I can understand everything if we battle. Yeah, who needs words? Word schmerds, am I right? It's like, who needs to read and write? Overrated. Oh no. We know what Throw did earlier. Throw decimated Murica. And now here comes Sock. Oh no. Okay, let's try Bean Boozle? Oh no. Just when things were looking up. Like, why does that do 60 damage? That's crazy! That's so much damage on just a regular, not super effective, not critical move. These guys are so strong. I wish I had one of them on my team. Okay, this is not gonna work. Oh no. I think Bean Boozle was the wrong choice to send in. I should have sent in Spike. What is Bulk up to? Not good stuff, because now he's gonna do more damage. Okay. Ugh. On the bright side, we know Bean Boozle's faster than him. So if we can get into the position where we just need one hit, we can feel confident that Bean Boozle could probably pull it off. Although knowing my luck, he would probably miss. Yeah, no, this is not good. We're in this weird heel stall position again. Karate chop. Still did a ton of damage. Yeah, no, this isn't good. Every single hit takes at least 50% of my HP, which means we can't risk a hit. Oh no. I'm scared he's gonna get a crit, and then that's gonna kill Bean Boozle. How did we end up in the same situation again? We already dealt with this with Throw. I genuinely don't know what to do. We're just gonna be stuck in this loop unless he misses. Nobody else really has higher defense. I mean, Leonardo does, but Leonardo's gonna be weak against fighting, so that negates any sort of defensive advantage he has. Oh my god, I genuinely don't know what to do. Do I have enough potions to be able to... Doesn't matter. Just minutes after Bean Boozle evolved for the first time. How did we lose a Pokemon to Sock and a Pokemon to Throw? That's crazy. Both of them put me in the exact same situation. This is not my day. I can't believe we've lost 2 Pokemon in this stupid cave. MK says, I warned you. It's true. He did come stomping in here saying he smelled the blood of a Pokemon. Who has higher defense, Spike or Ponzone? 54? 58. But Spike can heal. Oh, I don't like this. Okay, let's go Spike. Alana, if you're watching, wrap Muffin and yourself in either cotton wool or bubble wrap. Unfortunately, Spike is slower than Sock. Oh, come on! I'm so mad my voice is cracking like a 14-year-old boy. It is a Cursed Tiff Tuesday. We just need Spike to tank 1 hit. 1 hit. We just need you to tank 1 hit. Please, 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 for the love of God, please. Please tank this hit. Fuck! He has literally 1 HP left. 1! I can't believe we lost both Spike and Bean Boozle. 1 HP and a nightmare. This is crazy. I'm in shock right now. This is the exact same thing that happened with Throw. Imagine if I ever had to fight a battle with someone that had a sock and a throw. We would never win. These are the 2 strongest Pokemon in all of existence. I'm a little bit speechless right now. We've lost 3 Pokemon in 30 minutes. We're going at a good clip here. I can't- oh my god. Losing Murica was one thing. That felt like we got out relatively unscathed. Losing Bean Boozle and Spike, completely different story. That did not feel like a victory in the slightest. That really, really hurts. This is not the night. It is not. I should have known as soon as I cut my finger. I should have said we're not streaming tonight. There's something in the water. There's a bad omen. There's a bad aura. And then there were 3. The only positive of this situation is that we do currently have enough Pokemon in the PC to fully replenish our team. So we're still going to be able to have 6 Pokemon. The issue, of course, being is that those Pokemon are going to be severely underleveled, which means we're going to need to spend some time training them. There's also a reason they were in the PC. That's because, in my opinion, they're not as good as the Pokemon I had in my party. But we've got to have some silver lining here, right? Otherwise, goddamn, time for a montage, yeah. We just got to get out of this friggin' cave. Oh my god. Caves are not my friend, dude. That's the moral of this story. We need to get out of here. We haven't even found Team Plasma yet. Yeah, this is bad. How much further do you think we have left to go? Hopefully not far. I've got 3 Pokemon left. Luckily one of them is level 38. Still got some good ones. We've still got one of our newly evolved Mons. I need the Oreo cookies and chocolate milk right now, Ash. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. How much further do you think we have to go? Well, we haven't quite hit the bottom of the barrel yet. There's still room to go, is what you're saying. Great. Thanks, Bronny. This is just a Nuzlocke in a nutshell. 1 minute you're riding high, you're celebrating Pokemon unexpectedly evolving. The next, you feel crushing despair in your chest. And that's a Nuzlocke, folks. Okay. We're just gonna have to make sure everybody is constantly fully healed at all times, because we can take absolutely no risks, because we have no room for error. Okay. least we've got a vending machine here. We can buy some healing items. Side note, I just made a few decent pulls in the Pokemon TCG app. Good, I'm glad someone's having positive Pokemon luck tonight, because it sure as hell ain't me. No PPL over here. I'm gonna buy a bunch of these, because we've been burning through our Hyper Potion stores. Okay, what do we have here at the bottom? We got a tractor, we got a house. No one's in the house. Another tractor. If you look for something in an empty place like this, you can discover things. It's a rock covered with ice. Touching it could make you freeze. Ah, it's never melt ice. If we had an Eevee, we could bring it here and make it a Glaceon, but... not gonna help us. We did get TM91 Flash Cannon, though. What's Flash Cannon about? It's a Steel-type move. User gathers all its light energy and releases it at once. It may also lower the target's special defense stat. It's a special attack Steel-type move. No one can learn it. Okay. I feel like we haven't had any luck with TMs recently. We will definitely be using repels, because the last thing I want to do is fight any wild Pokemon. So that's an easy decision. Thank you for the hydration, Brawny. Could use that after the events of the past few minutes. It doesn't look like we're going to be able to get around this dust cloud, so I'm going to have to fight whatever's in it. Oh, it's a good thing! I found a water gem. What's a water gem? I don't know. Hydrate whilst the Pokemon dihydrate? Water gem. A gem with an essence of water. When held, it strengthens the power of a water-type move only once. Oh, interesting. A single-use item. Okay, we'll take it. At least the dust cloud wasn't an enemy like I feared it was. So we can take that and then keep moving. Guess we're going this way. This place is a veritable maze. Oh, look who it is! Team Plasma! Huh, pretty strong. But you're only strong because you trainers are controlling Pokemon. So if you want to set Pokemon free, if that's what you want, you should start with your own. Boom! Tell 'em, Karen! Yes! This is what I've been saying all along, my god! I never thought I would agree with Karen so fiercely. Taking people's Pokemon by force is not right. That is not real strength. Wow, I never thought a Karen would speak such sense. Hey, there you are. We found that thing we were looking for. We should head for the tower now. Get this! Team Plasma has obtained the power to change this world and end people's control over Pokemon. That's right. We must use force in order to right the wrongs of the world. Now, let's gather around our king, our Lord N. Those guys, I don't know what they've found, but they go the extra mile to gain power and cause trouble. What a bothersome bunch. Tallara, I'm gonna stay here for a while. I want to think a little bit about what the champion asked me. What do I want to do with my power after I get strong? And why do I want to be strong in the first place? Great cues, Karen, and I will leave you to ponder them. So it looks like that was the exit where Team Plasma was, but we can go this way first. So let's see what's out here. Nothing. A dead end. Okay, well, that makes it easy to know which way I want to go. We made it! We made it through Twist Mountain. I wish we could say we came out the other side unscathed, but that would be a lie. We lost half of our team. We lost Murica, We lost Bean Boozle. We lost Spike. I'm exhausted. Hello, Tallara. How is Caracosta? Ah, this Caracosta has really taken a shine to you. The Pokedex is important, but time spent having fun together is also important. Say, I just had a thought. Have you heard of Dragon Spiral Tower? No? I'm not surprised you haven't heard of it. Okay, give this story a listen. Dragon Spiral Tower is said to be the Unova region's oldest building. Stories say it's the place where legendary Pokemon came to life, or where they remain in deep slumber. I know it's just past Icarus City, but that's all I know about it. That's all anyone knows, because no one has ever been inside. My daughter has wanted to investigate that tower for a long time. What? There's something I don't know? That kind of feeling is pure adventure. And I'm not too old for some adventuring. Away I go to have a look at Dragon Spiral Tower. Catch you later. Guess that's where we're heading next, and where Team Plasma is heading, but before we go anywhere, we're gonna be resting in Icarus City. A sky glittering with flowers of snow. Except it's spring, so I don't think there's any snow. Time for a triple funeral. Words I don't like to say. We are so scathed right now. We are losing some OGs, too. Bean Boozle, who had just evolved. Murica, our little trash bag. And last but certainly not least, Spike. Sweet, sweet Spike. Oh, no one tell Alana that I lost Spike. Okay. Luckily, we do have some good choices for replacements. Yamama's coming back in the party. That's good. We can celebrate that. And then, Sausage is gonna join the party for the first time. And last but not least, should we get Jeff or Weed? Let's check their stats. Oh, Jeff has way better stats. Or sorry, Weed has way better stats. Weed it is. Alright. As I said, there are some silver linings to this situation, and one of those linings is that we did have Pokemon in the PC ready to swap in. So, this is our new squad. Leonardo, Ponzone, Puppuccino, Yamama, Sausage, and Weed. Weed is way too low a level. Weed is only level 21, so Weed needs the EXP share stat. Sausage and Yamama also need to be trained, and honestly, Puppuccino does too. We've got a lot of training that needs to be done. We're definitely gonna need a training montage. For now, let's start with giving Weed the EXP share. Then we're going to heal. Now it's time to take a break from all the carnage and explore this new city. Ores that I adore. Ah, this is where you should laugh. Anyway, I'll pay you well for rare ores, and not just ores. Stones, gems, shards, anything mineral. I love it all. Don't you have an adorable ore that shakes my core? Does a nugget count? Oh, I do adore the ores. That nugget, it's shaking me. Will you sell it for $10,000? Hell yeah. The deal is done. I've scored an ore I can adore. And I scored money. Thank you. Everybody has a different reason for their trips, and the same can be said for gift giving. I'll give you this to commemorate this encounter with you. I could use a gift right now. Thank you very much for TM31 Brick Break. I needed this. Alright. Let's continue to decompress by walking around this new town. The legendary Pokemon gave help to the hero who sought truth. Because of that, a region was created. Then, when its physical form was lost, the Pokemon became the Lightstone, waiting patiently for a new hero. I heard that story when I was little. Oh, are you dancing in the rain? What is up? Mix it up day and night, because today everything's alright. Kid, I needed to hear that. You're right. The run is still alive. Everything is alright. Thanks, kid. Spin apart, mix and twirl. Spin, spin, turn and spin. Dance, dance, 2 dragons. Okay, only one of them had helpful advice. The legendary Pokemon Reshiram shared its wisdom with the hero and defied foes with columns of fire. The hero and that Pokemon were as close as a parent and child. People were filled with awe and looked up to them, and that is said to be the beginning of what became ancient Unova. If we live a monotonous life, do we get used to it and stop thinking about changing it? I don't know. Listen, listen, I heard that Bryson was in the movies a long time ago. They say ideals intermingled with truth, and the Dragon Spiral Tower was created. It has been there watching us for thousands of years. I don't know whether or not this is true. Y'all really like the legends in this town, don't you? Jeez Louise. Over here is the Pokemon Fan Club. Sometimes you can battle trainers in the Pokemon Fan Club, so if that's the case, I want to put Puppuccino in the first position. Welcome to the Pokemon Fan Club. Shall I check how friendly your Pokemon is towards you? Sure. How's Puppuccino? Oh my, you're Stoutland. It is super friendly to you. I'm a bit jealous. Ahem. I'm the chairman who loves Pokemon the most among Pokefans in the entire world. If you are a trainer, will you show me how you are raising your Pokemon with loving care? Oh, which Pokemon will you show me? Take a look at my Puppuccino. Oh, this Stoutland was level 2 when you met, but now it's level 33. You've raised it well. You must be affectionate. And I got another experience share? What? I did not know you could get 2 experience shares. That's crazy. So we can level 2 Pokemon at once. Dude, that's sick. I think this is the first time I've ever gotten 2 experience shares in one game. That is just what we needed right now. Thank you, sir. Alright, that should help. I assume this is the Pokemon Gym, and it appears to be an Ice-type gym, which sucks. There's no other way around it. We have nothing that's good against ice. Huh. No, I guess rock is good against ice. Yeah, ice-type moves are super effective against dragon, flying, grass, and ground, and they're weak to fighting, fire, rock. So Leonardo, for some reason I thought water was weak to ice. I was incorrect. Yeah. So Leonardo actually might be good here. We're not putting in Sfossage, we're not putting in Weed. Puppuccino, Ponzone, and Yamama won't be weak. They won't be strong either, but Leonardo will actually be strong. Maybe we'll be okay? We'll see. I might be able to get another encounter somewhere here as well. Always the tower looms, disdainful of the wind and snow. Perhaps its presence has a special meaning for people. We should be able to get another encounter. Let's see. First, I gotta talk to this lady. Hi, this way, please! What is happening? Exciting, thrilling, zippy, chilling, it's a pep quiz! Today's challenger is this person! Hiya, welcome. Pep quiz starts now! Answer lots of quizzy questions and watch your brain get brainier! Let's start with a question! Good luck! A question! Who helps you learn things at school? Oh my, it's tremendously difficult! Can the challenger answer this? Hint! Hint! Oh, the audience is asking for a hint. Okay, I'll give you a hint. Hint! It's a grown-up person! This is a good hint. Challenger, please answer. Who helps you learn things at school? A teacher? I don't see teacher in the options. What? Teacher. There. Okay. Got it. Woohoo! That is correct! You go! Yeah, you do! Yeah, good hustle! Congratulations! Now this is a prize. It's an antidote! All that for an antidote. Are you serious? What is this place? Exciting, thrilling, zippy, chilling. That's Pep Quiz! See you tomorrow! This is insane. Okay, well, we passed the pep quiz and got an antidote, so that's good. And what's even better is this looks to be a new route. Yep. This is Dragon Spiral Tower, which is a new area, which means we get a new encounter. Fingers crossed, everybody, it's gonna be something good and it's gonna be something useful for this upcoming gym. Come on, give me something good. Oh! A Drudagon? That is not a Pokemon I see very often. Drudagon is a dragon type, rather, so it is not going to be helpful at all in the upcoming Ice Gym. But I mean, it's good to have a dragon type on our team. Huh. Drudagon. It looks super cool. This is a Pokemon I kind of forgot about, honestly. I feel like you don't see Drudagon very often. Drudagon does not have an evolution either. It's kind of one of those Pokemon you forget about, but yeah, it's actually pretty good. I'm looking it up now. It's got like a decent moveset. It's got decent stats. Again, won't be helpful for the upcoming gym, but could be helpful going forward. Huh. Cool. Okay, before we get too excited here, we gotta catch it. Yeah, it's a pretty cool Pokemon. It's got rough skin, too, which is a nice ability. I'm actually happy about this. Holy moly. Okay. You need to stop what you're doing because you keep hitting me and doing damage to yourself. And you're also hurting me. Everyone is hurting right now, Drudagon. I need you to stop. Please. Chill out. So I can catch you and no one can die. Alright, sick. Drudagon was caught. Yeah, this is a cool new addition to our team. I'm happy with this. Drudagon, the cave Pokemon. It's a dragon type. 5 feet tall and 306 pounds. It races through narrow caves using its sharp claws to catch prey. The skin on its face is harder than a rock. Alright guys, this is the newest addition to our team, and this is exactly what we needed after, well, you know what happened in the last hour or so. What should we nickname this guy? This guy is cool as hell. Please, give me your best name type suggestions. Naming suggestions, not name type suggestions. Let's name this new dude. If Lapras was Angel, can this be Devil? Oh, that's good, Meerkat. That's good, because it was like the opposite situation. We had just lost a ton of Pokemon, and then we got Lapras, and it just felt like, oh, we needed this, and we called her Angel. And honestly, even just like the vibes of this guy, I like it. I like it. I'm gonna go with Meerkat's suggestion. Let's name this guy Devil. Alright, well, I'm going to be adding Devil to the party. Hail Satan! Because again, even though Devil can't be used in the upcoming gym, I want Devil to start leveling up. So I'm gonna take out Weed and put in Devil and just start letting Devil soak up some experience points sitting in the background. Because I think this Pokemon might be really good for us. Alright, sorry Weed, you had a short-lived time in my party. Time to go back to the PC. And time for us to take out Devil. Give the Devil the experience share. Sentences I never thought I'd say. So then Devil and Spossage can level up in the background. Alright, sweet. Happy with that encounter. Again, not helpful right now, but obviously we've still got lots of game left to go. We gotta think long term, and a dragon type should be good for us. Especially because this is Generation 5, so remember, fairy types don't exist yet. Which means the Devil has one less weakness. He'll only be weak to Dragon and Ice. Okay, let's keep going up this way. I think I saw the professor up here. Yeah. That building serenely towering over everything is Dragon Spiral Tower. From far in the past, before Unova was founded, it still stands tall today. On the top floor, so it's been told, the legendary Pokemon is waiting for a person seeking the truth to appear. So this is where Team Plasma went, I think. Unfortunately... Oh, no, never mind. I was going to say unfortunately we can't access it, but I forgot. My good guy Leonardo knows Surf. Unfortunately, though, I still don't think we can access it. Alright. Maybe we have to defeat the gym first. Well, before we do that, we've got a shit ton of training to do, so... I guess we'll go back in the cave? Or wait a minute, what's over here? If you walk in the wetlands, you might surprise wild Pokemon into popping out. Oh, is this another area? See any Pokemon around here. Does she mean like the actual water? Ah! Okay, I think this is a new encounter because I think this is technically the town. Let me look it up really quick on Cerebi. I think this is technically Icarus Town. It is. This is considered Icarus Town, which means this is a new location, and this is a new encounter. We can catch this Palpitoad. Nice, we'll take it. I don't know if Palpitoad is necessarily helpful for us in our squad, but we're never going to say no to more helping hands. And who knows what we might need in the future. I will take this Palpitoad. If I can catch it. Wow. Back-to-back new Pokemon. See, and this is why you never give up. Never give up in the Nuzlocke, because if you can hold on just a little bit longer, things might look up around the corner. Welcome to the team Palpitoad, the Vibration Pokemon. This is a water ground type. It's 2 feet tall and 37 pounds. It lives in the water and on land. It uses its long, sticky tongue to capture prey. Alright, well, I need your guys' help yet again. We just nicknamed the devil. What are we gonna nickname the Palpitoad? This weird little frog thing. Or I guess it's a toad, considering its name. Please give me your suggestions. I'm gonna learn more about Palpitoad. Does it evolve? Palpitoad! Yes, it does evolve. Okay. That's always good. It's nice to catch Pokemon that can evolve. It's not great stats. He's pretty meh. But again, we'll take all the help we can get at this point. I am not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. That's for sure. Hey Zav, how are you? Welcome, you arrived just in time. If you've got any nickname suggestions for our Palpitoad here, let me know in the chat. I'm gonna put them in and we'll do a poll. I haven't done a poll on the naming tonight. Feels only right we do one now. Make sure we get the democratic process up and running. What should we name our Palpitoad? Alright, the poll is up, even though I misspelled should. Ignore that. What should we name our Palpitoad? I had to tailor some of your responses because they wouldn't fit in the naming requirements. We only get 10 characters, but our options are as follows. We've got Popper, we've got Bumbledore, we've got Chad, we've got Chodetoad, and we've got Mudkip. Vote in the poll and let me know what your favorite is. What'd you say? Alana said anything but Chad, so if Chad wins, we might have to veto it. But it looks like one of the names is pulling ahead. You still got some time, though. If you haven't had a chance to vote, get your votes in. What are we gonna name our Palpitoad? Looks like we're gonna name it Bumbledore. Nice. Bumbledore the Palpitoad has been transferred to the PC. Nice. Alright, we love it. I will take some extra helping hands around here, and now let's continue to explore these wetlands. Are there any trainers down here? That would be nice. To do some training. There's windmills. Bridges that aren't fully complete. Houses that it doesn't seem like I can get to. Oh wow, I thought that water only had Stunfisk. Neat. I'm pretty sure it's Stunfisk, Shelmet, and Palpitoad from what I just saw online there. Take out some of these guys for our training. Honestly, the rest of tonight's stream is probably going to be a training montage. I don't feel like we will go to the gym tonight. We got to make sure our team is back on its feet. I everyone is leveled up and ready to go, so I would imagine the next hour or so we're going to spend training, and hopefully we'll find some trainers down in this area that will help us with that. Otherwise, I might go back in the caves, because I think we might have missed some trainers back there, but we'll go take a look. Also, Primordial Lilith, hello, thank you for the follow, welcome on in. What do we have here? This is, ooh, this is another new area. This is Route 8, so if we can get an encounter on Route 8, we can add another Pokemon to our squad, and I do see trainers here. All of this is good news. Alright, let's see who we get. Stunfisk! There's the Stunfisk Zav. Alright. This is our next encounter. It's a weird looking Pokemon, isn't it? Jeez Louise. Not to judge based on appearance, but it's a weird looking Pokemon.
The knife-wielding Psyduck presents its McFifty
What the heck? Not the knife-wielding Psyduck, Primordial Lilith! Thank you so much for your kindness and your generosity and your 1,000 biddies. That is great, and it's also extremely ironic, Lilith, because at the beginning of tonight's stream, I lamented over how sad I was. I cut my finger on a knife unloading the dishwasher at the very beginning of tonight's stream. So it's honestly a little bit ironic that you just came in here with a knife-wielding Psyduck bringing presents. I feel like that's what I needed tonight. All of a sudden my finger feels better. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Welcome. Hopefully you didn't just get thrown into ad purgatory. Hopefully it gave you a pass because you were so generous. I have a theory that Stunfisk was supposed to be a reference to Sudowoodo because you'd think electric would work on it and water wouldn't, given you found it in water and it's a fish. But no, it's the opposite. Oh, maybe. Yeah. You never get ads? Hell yeah. I'm so glad. I didn't want you to be thrown in ad purgatory after that kindness. Tiff, we need a boo-boo hand emote. Honestly, we do. Honestly, just every single one of our fingers. But yeah, I cut my finger just before stream. I got this little bandage on there, so the fact that knife-wielding Psyduck just rolled in with biddies really makes me feel a lot better about this, so thank you very much, Lilith, again, for your generosity. Ah! Dang it! We're not gonna get the Stunfisk! I threw a million Ultra Balls, as you saw, and none of them worked. So I tried to weaken it a little bit more. A little bit more was too much. Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. Alright, no Route 8 encounter. How's the Nuzlocke in one of the 4 hell regions doing? I mean, as any Nuzlocke challenge tends to be, this one has been a roller coaster. We have had the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. We currently have 6 gym badges, so we're doing pretty good. But we also lost 3 Pokemon in tonight's stream, so you tell me. It's going. That's about all I can say. We're currently in the process of replenishing and retraining our team. So, yeah, it's going. Now I gotta ask, though, if this is one of the 4 hell regions, what other 3 regions make up the quartet? Mother Nature changes her look according to the seasons. That's something I cherish. Gens 3, 4, 5, and 6 are considered hell regions for Nuzlockes because of the difficulty. So I'm trying to do a Nuzlocke in every single region. We've done Nuzlockes in Gens 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 9. Yes, this is our second to last region. We failed in Gens 3 and 4. 5 is still ongoing, but we were successful in Gen 6. So hopefully Gen 5 is a lot more like Gen 6 and not like Gens 3 and 4. Our lifetime Nuzlocke record is 3 wins and 4 losses. We were successful in generations 1, 6, and 9. And unsuccessful in generations 2, 3, 4, and 8. So I'm really hoping to win this one, because it would even us up and bring us to a lifetime record of 4 and 4. To properly win, you gotta do both parts of Gen 5. Well, the thing is I really don't like Gen 7. Gen 7 is by far my least favorite Pokemon generation. As well, because it's so different, I feel like it's not very conducive to Nuzlocks. So I was thinking, instead of doing Gen 7, I might do Pokemon Black and White 2 instead, to still do 9 different runs for 9 different gens, but cheat a little bit and skip Gen 7 and instead do Gen 5 Part 2, essentially, but we'll see. We'll see. I've got to take it one game at a time before I make any big decisions like that, but it has crossed my mind that maybe we do Black and White 2 instead of Generation 7. Can we all agree that Black and White 2 is a better DLC than any actual DLC we have for games? Well, yeah. I mean, it's a fully fleshed out, fully realized second chapter, if you will, to Generation 5, which is really awesome. I actually didn't play Black and White 2 when they first came out. I went back a couple of years ago and played Black 2 because I realized I didn't play it, and it was so much fun. So I would very much like to check that out in a Nuzlocke run. Gen 7 to me is fun to Nuzlocke because I got used to strategizing normal gyms. Gen 7 makes me sit down and go, right, a strategy for a totem. This is different, actually. Yeah, and I mean, maybe that would be more fun. If anything, maybe that would make me like Gen 7 a little bit more, because for me, when I played Gen 7, I didn't love the totems instead of the gyms. To me, as a longtime Pokemon fan, I was kind of thrown off with that mechanic. But perhaps if we looked at it through the lens of a Nuzlocke challenge and strategized, like you said, on how to defeat them, who knows, maybe that would make me more fond of Gen 7. I feel like they tried to make Ultra Sun and Moon like Black and White 2, but just failed completely. It always just... Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, their existence always just confused me. They always felt like the greatest hits version, or the game of the year version games like to use nowadays. They're just Sun and Moon, but they just like changed some things and added some things, so they weren't a true sequel, but they weren't like a remake either. They're like somewhere in between. It's a very interesting path they took for Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I'm not sure. Yeah, to me it felt like sort of like the game of the year or the greatest hits edition of Sun and Moon. But yeah, I mean, for me personally, for many different reasons, Generation 7 Sun and Moon is my least favorite Pokemon generation, so I've got a lot of problems with the games. Alright, looks like there's a ton of girls down here with umbrellas who want to battle me, so that's good. Train up our Pokemon. Let's grind all the umbrella girls. Yeah, one thing I really, really didn't like about Sun and Moon was the Ultra Beasts. I just... Why are you giving me creatures in my Pokemon game that are not actually Pokemon? It's very strange to me. Very, very strange. Oh, I didn't realize it was out of PP for strength. Dang it. Ducklet. You are so strong. Too strong to be cute. What? I didn't realize those were mutually exclusive things. I'm too strong to be cute? Aw. It's kind of sad. Okay. Well, we won't take her opinion personally. I still think you're cute, MC. Alright, so let's continue working our way down through the wetlands here, fighting all these umbrella girls, collecting items, and fighting whatever wild Pokemon decide to show their face as well. I think we know the trio of wild Pokemon we're going to encounter. The Palpitoad, the Shelmet, and the flat weird thing that I can't think of its name right now. So none of them should be a problem, just brute forced by Puppuccino. Although maybe we should go back to town and heal up Puppuccino. So that she's at her full fighting strength. Strength is obviously a staple of her moveset, so it kind of sucks when we don't have it. Did you see the video about the Ultra Beasts just being normal Pokemon but evolved differently to fit the environment of their dimension? No, I didn't. That's an interesting theory. Unfortunately, the double EXP share is really cutting the experience that each Pokemon gets quite dramatically, which makes sense, but still sucks. Slow going, but that's alright. We're not in a rush. Trying to get this item right here. I'm gonna go around the sticks. Wow. This was a really roundabout way to get this item. My goodness. Stunfisk! That's the name of the flat weird thing that I couldn't think of a few minutes ago. Stunfisk. There you are, level 20. Why is it such a low level? A level 20 wild Pokemon here? There we go. TM36 Sludge Bomb was actually worth the roundabout nature it took to get here. Alright, let's head back to town and heal up. We'll come back and continue grinding. I gotta be honest, I don't fully even remember the story of Gen 7 because I was just so disengaged with the whole generation that, yeah, just something about it really didn't stick with me. Oh my god. Can't even get back to the Pokemon Center. I wish there was like a ladder that I could place up against this cliff face here to our left, because that would make it so much easier to get back to town and heal up. Its main problem is that Lily's the protagonist and you're just there. That's a good point too, actually. We were not the main character of that story. We were a supporting actor, and that's always difficult. That's why I would love a game that's Sun and Moon, but you're Lily, yeah. Last crunch? Yep. Hey, Sausage grew to level 30, nice. Don't forget the fact that their father is missing, yet we find him on the Pokebean Island safe and sound, and we just don't say a word. Yeah. I'm gonna have to use a repel to get back to town. Alright. Let's do this. We'll pop a repel, get back to town, heal up, then we'll come back out here. Okay. Actually I don't know if I needed the repel. We didn't have much further to go before we got to the Pokemon Center, but anyway. What's done is done. It made our life a little bit easier. Let's heal up. Let's look up the levels of the next gym as well. So we know sort of the ballpark of where we should be. Gym number 7, Icarus City. So it looks like the Pokemon are in the level 37 to 39 range. Got it. So right now, I have a feeling Leonardo is probably going to lead us through that gym. And Leonardo's level 37, so he's right in that range, but obviously we want to level him up a bit more. We also want to level up some of our other Pokemon to make sure no one's falling behind, so... We will continue the leveling montage, but I don't think we have too much to catch up on. Alright, back out onto Route 8. So we've battled that Umbrella Girl, or Parasol Girl, I believe is her actual name. We have not fought you yet. It blends in among the trees and grass, and it shows its strength. See the strength of my Pokemon. Let's see it. Pokemon Ranger Annie? Ooh, with a cutie! Dang! Cutie alert! Nice. Every time she hits me, she's gonna get hurt by the Rocky Helmet. Which lowered her enough that we basically one-hit KO'd. Very nice. Devil Grew to level 32! Also nice. What I wanted to see was not your strength. Well, Annie, you picked the wrong battle partner, my gal. This is what Pokemon love. Here, take some. We got a Pecha Berry. Thanks, girl. There's nature and there are cities, and it's lovely to have the choice. Both people and Pokemon can choose their favorite places. Alright, well, give some fresh water to the pup, and we'll keep moving. What do we have over here? We've got ourselves a Ultra Ball. And then a forest? Is this another new area? It sure is! More of Icarus! So we can catch another Pokemon here? Hell yeah! Alright. Let's do it. I want to try to catch one with Surf. Or not? Are there no Pokemon in the Moor of Icarus? Oh, nope, there is. Spoke too soon. What do we got? Oh, dang it. I was hoping it would be something better than a Stunfisk. At least this one's not level 20. This one's level 33. Let's see if we can actually catch this one this time, I suppose. Round 2 for the Stunfisk. What do you mean? I don't see anything. Yeah, no, this is definitely not the Pokemon that we failed to catch before. Oh, dang it. This is gonna be just like the last time we fought this guy, isn't it? What Pokemon? You're not in an encounter. Thanks, Lola. I love 3D Stunfisk, it's so flat. Yeah, like in the new Pokemon Snap, when you just see its little mouth like sticking up through the sand. It's insanely flat. Alright, we're gonna need to try to weaken it a little bit more. Unfortunately, it doesn't use physical moves, so it can't get Rocky Helmeted. I'm also running low on healing items. I didn't realize that when we were back in town. Should've did some shopping. Okay. Let's try this again. I'm not sure why Stunfisk is so hard to catch, but anyway. Heck yeah! Alright. Second time was the charm. Stunfisk was caught and its data was added to the Pokedex. Stunfisk is the trap Pokemon. It's ground electric and it does not have any footprints because it doesn't have feet. It's 2 feet tall and weighs 24 pounds. It conceals itself in the mud of the seashore. Then it waits. When prey touch it, it delivers a jolt of electricity. Alright guys, what are we gonna name our Stunfisk? If you're new here, every time we catch a new Pokemon in this Nuzlocke, chat suggests some nicknames. We usually put them all in a poll and we vote for our favorite, and that is how we name our Pokemon around here. So here's your opportunity. What should we nickname this Stunfish? Every time Stunfisk uses camouflage, I think it puts camo leggings on its face and everyone goes, "Where is it? I can't find it!" That's dumb and I like it. I don't know how Stunfisk would put leggings on any part of its body, considering it's flat and has no limbs, but I like it. I do. What should we name our Stunfisk? I actually spelled should right this time. Alrighty, the poll is live. What should we name our Stunfisk, everyone? We've got 5 options: Carl, Monk, Lego, Flatson, and Whoopi. Vote now or forever hold your peace. What are we gonna name this weird little guy? Three-way tie! Ooh, dang! The vote split 3 ways, guys. Someone gonna pop in and break the tie? You've got time. Otherwise, Alana breaks the tie.
Uh-oh.
We've got a 3-way tie right now. We'll see if anyone breaks it. If not, it can be you. This is our Pokemon, Stunfisk. You guys got a little bit of time left to get your last votes in. Alright, it was a 3-way tie between Monk, Flatson, and Whoopi. Alana,
Flatson.
what do you think? Flatson it is. GG's everyone, thank you for your suggestions as always. Welcome to the team, Sir Flatson. Hooray, Flatson! Alright, we've got a new member of the team. Perfect. Now we'll keep exploring this area and see if there's any trainers around. Ah, I see one down there. I think there's a fisherman. Not to be confused with his father, Flat Dad. Nice. Nice, Sav. I forgot Puppuccino was still paralyzed, so let's take care of that. And also, I just realized we have not saved our game in a while, so we should do that as well. When in doubt, save your game, folks. We're now officially 23.5 hours into the Nuzlocke run, 6 gym badges. We've seen 90 different Pokemon. Game saved. Let's go fight this guy. If there are trainers, I just have battles with them, because they may show me water-type Pokemon I've never seen. Fair enough. It's a good motivation for battling. We get the opportunity to beat up some fish. Puppies versus fishies. Easy, one down. Let me guess, you have another one of those? No, a Stunfisk. Interesting. I feel like when you fight fishermen in Pokemon, they always just have 6 of the same Pokemon. Like in Gen 1, when they would have 6 Magikarps. This guy's hitting us with a little variety. I appreciate it. Also, did my cat come in here? Yes, she did. Hi! Hi, Beep. Mommy's fighting fish Pokemon. I've never seen such a strong trainer. Here's Miss Muffin. You missed the fish Pokemon, but I'll try to find some more for you. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have to go back to town soon because I am almost out of healing items, so we'll take a quick look around, but I don't want to get too deep into this area because, again, I'm worried if I stray too far from the path, we'll find ourselves in a spot of trouble. Hopefully Puppuccino can grow to level 36 here soon, which would be nice. And then we'll probably get Leonardo in to top him off a bit before the upcoming gym battle. Oh, the yawn and then the protect. Good strat, Shelmet. Great strat, actually. For a wild Pokemon. This guy's smart. Not smart enough, though, unfortunately. Or strong enough. But we commend you. Alright, I see another trainer right over here. Can't get to him, though, without another encounter. Another Palpitoad. This place is just littered with these things. Nothing's just hanging out with us. Nice, that should get us to level 36. Sure did. Ding ding ding, welcome to level 36, Puppuccino, and Puppuccino wants to learn Retaliate. Let's see. User gets revenge for a fainted ally. I mean, that hopefully won't happen to us very often in this run, so we will give up on learning Retaliate. But now what we will do, like I said, we will move Leonardo into our first position to hopefully get him a level or two before we have to go to the gym. What are you doing? Hi. I love you. Oh, Leonardo's actually really close to leveling up. That's nice to see. It's also nice to see Rain Dance before I'm about to use a water type move. Easy! Thank you for buffing me, Palpitoad. Appreciate you. Alright, finally we made it to this trainer. Pokemon trainers nurture friendship with their battles. Nice. One hit KO should get Leonardo to level 38. Spossage also grew to level 31. Next up is Maractus. Oh, that hurts. To see a Maractus after everything that's happened tonight. I can't lie, that hurts a little bit. Okay. Send in Puppuccino. Oh, you sweet, sweet cactus. How I miss you already. I miss when I used Giga Drain. Sigh. Also, she's just gonna keep healing herself every turn. This might be a little bit difficult. Okay, we need one more hit. But we're gonna have to spend a turn to heal. Yeah, she gets the double heal with the Giga Drain. Jeez Louise, yeah, I've only got 2 Hyper Potions left. We have to go back to town after this encounter. Come back out later. Tiff, this is the tactic you used? Yeah, but it was great when I used it, not great when they use it. There we go, nice. No more time to heal. Next up is Alomomola, which is a fish, I think, so... Good time to send in the Pwn Zone. Easy! Super effective and a critical hit. That must have did a lot of damage. Goodbye, Chloris. Also, her name is Chloris? Is that your government name? Girl, I feel bad for you. Oh. Chloris. Ugh. Okay. Let's use a max repel so we can get out here and get back to town. Just wanted to look around as we go. So there's no other trainers over on this side. There's probably some trainers up on that side, so we'll go explore that region when we get back. Additionally, I haven't went that way either, so there's a bunch of trainers around here actually we can battle, which is really good to see. Be with you momentarily. Just a quick pit stop at the Pokemon Center. Heal up and most importantly, do some shopping. My Abomasnow in Gen 4 new Ingrain Leech Seed and Giga Drain. Nice. See, that's the setup you need for a Nuzlocke. That's awesome. Plus, Abomasnow is thick AF, so he is tanky. That's great. I didn't realize Abomasnow could learn so many grass-type moves. It's my fun fact of the day. Alright, let's get 20 Super Potions. 20 regular potions. Oh right, Abomasnow is grass ice. I forgot about the dual typing. Right. 19 hyper potions, and then we need a few more ultra balls as well. Grab 10 of those. Perfect. Get some repels? We've already got a bunch. I could get a couple more, I guess. Nothing wrong with having too many repels. Alright, let's head back out there. One hit KO. Bye-bye, Stunfisk. Double grew to level 33. Nice. Might have to put the experience share on Yamama soon. I think she's only level 30, so at this point I think she's our lowest level. Yeah, honestly, the wild Pokemon aren't even really worth my time to fight them. How much experience they give. Alright, more trainers. My Parasol is full of TMs. Would you like one? Sure. Thank you. For TM42, Facade. Facade! When the user is poisoned, paralyzed, or burned, its attack power doubles. Sweet, thanks. Okay, so she wasn't an encounter after all. This guy is, though. Real fishermen are impatient, so we must battle immediately. Okay. I didn't realize that was a criteria to be a real fisherman, but Fisherman Bruce is following the book here. Sends out a Basculin. Luckily, it is still raining outside, which gives us a bit of a buff using water-type moves. Even if the water-type moves aren't super effective, getting stab plus the water. That means it's a big hit. Next up is another Basculin. Why don't we get Ponzone in on the action for this one? Easy! Goodbye, Bruce. I lost! It's the end! Oh my god. So, being impatient is a characteristic of a true fisherman, but also apparently being dramatic, Bruce? How do I know that real fishermen are so impatient? Because we change places frantically if we cannot catch Pokemon. Got it. Impatient and dramatic. Yeah, got it. What else do we got over here? We got this Parasol gal and a wild Pokemon first. Honestly, I think I'm gonna pop a repel right now. So I don't have to fight any more level 30 Shelmets. Was that making fun of players? Maybe. A little bit of commentary there to break the fourth wall. Yeah, let's pop a repel right now. Oh, you don't want to fight me? Oh, I had to talk to you. If you turn a parasol around, it's like a flower blossoming in the rain. I was surprised she didn't want to fight me when I stepped in front of her. Interesting. Parasol Lady Lumi sends out her fish. We do surf. She uses protect. Dang. It's not very effective, but it still took more than half your HP. That's just the way I like it. Bye-bye, fishy. Bye-bye, Parasol Lady Lumi. Ah, come on! What, did you want me to go easy on you? On rainy days, use a parasol, wear a coat, or get wet. Do as you like. Thanks for the advice, Lemmy. Appreciate you. Drink another fresh water before we keep moving. What's over here? Tubaline Bridge, Univa's famous railway bridge. That's right, I find rocks and then I give them to people. That's my simple life. You rock. Here, I'll give you the icy rock I found tonight. Damn, no you rock, Parasol Girl, thank you. Yeah, if you like rocks, come back tomorrow. Roll in at a different time if possible. I'll be here, I promise. Dumb. Oh, Team Plasma. Apparently, some of us are working in Dragon Spiral Tower, which is close to Icarus City. Okay, so I guess they're not going to move until we get the next gym badge. So, let's head back north to the trainers that were up here. Stop training. Knowing oneself, knowing the other, and knowing the surroundings. That's a ranger. Alright, Harry, what do you got for me? A vanillish. Vanillish. Hey! It's a Swaz raid! What's up, my friend? Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you for bringing your crew over. Hope you had a nice stream tonight. Everyone go check out Swaz25. Great streamer. Awesome guy. Plays lots of fun games. A lot of similar games that I play, actually, which I think is how we first came to even know each other. Welcome on in, everybody. My name is Tallara. We're currently doing a Pokemon Nuzlocke run here in Generation 5 Pokemon White. We're making pretty good progress. We currently have 6 out of 8 gym badges. And we're sort of preparing our team here for gym badge number 7, which should be coming up soon. Gym badge number 7 is the Ice-type gym. So we think Leonardo, our water-rock type Pokemon, is going to be taking the lead, basically, on this gym. So we're trying to get Leonardo as high level as we can before we head in there. I'm just wondering what gen this is. Yeah, this is Generation 5, Pokemon Black and White. Generation 4 was Diamond and Pearl. Sun and Moon was Generation 7. If there's any mods in the chat, could we get a shout out? For Swaz25, thank you in advance. What were you streaming tonight, Swaz? I hope you had a good one. Man, this guy really wants to use Dragon Ball. Honestly, I stopped with Gen 3, and those were my favorites. Then I replayed Gen 1 and Gen 2 remakes, which I really enjoyed. Then started doing Omega Ruby and fell off about halfway through. Okay, so you haven't made it to Gen 5 before. It's good. I really like Generation 5. Gens 1 to 3 will always be my favorite because those were the gens that I played growing up, so there's the nostalgia factor, of course, for Generations 1 through 3, but Generation 5 has been good. I've liked it so far. Tonight, I beat Mouse PI for Hire. Oh, cool! I've seen lots of people playing that game. I haven't really seen much gameplay myself, but it looks really cool. I mean, the art style in particular obviously really grabs my eye. Might have to look into it myself. After that, you played some more Kingdom Come Deliverance. Oh, nice! How's that going? Are you still in the first game? Or have you made it to the second game? Max Potion over here. Do we got any more trainers in the woods? It would be really nice if we did. But I'm not sure that we do. I think that was the last one. I think we have ran out of trainers. Okay, let's take a look at where we're at in terms of experience points. So Leonardo is only 457 experience points from a level up, so we definitely want to grind that last 457. Zibstrika and Stoutland are miles away, so that's not going to work. Yamask, miles away. Drotagon is also decently close, 1100 experience. So let's try to grind up to get Leonardo and Devil one more level, and then we'll probably be ready to head into the gym. I mean, it's not like some of these Pokemon aren't going to see the light of day in the gym anyway. Sfossage and Devil are staying far, far, far away from the gym, so they can just grab some experience points from Leonardo, who's going to hopefully take lead, and then we have Ponzone and Puppuccino as backup if we need them. Hopefully we don't need them. Yeah, I'm still in the first game. I think I have a couple more missions, maybe 5 hours or less of gameplay on that game. I just had to play the mouse game on launch, so we got sidetracked right before the end of Kingdom Come Deliverance. Fair enough. And what did you think of Mouse PI for Hire? Can you give me your review? Would you recommend it? Oh yeah, did we bully you into playing Kingdom Come Deliverance yet, Tiff? I don't know, because I keep getting so many mixed opinions about it. Everybody says Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is amazing, but Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 is like, meh. But I'm the type of person who needs to play the first game before we play the second game, and I'm like, is it worth going through a meh game for a great game? I don't know. I haven't decided either way. I'm open to it, but I have not decided for sure. I think this battle should maybe have Leonardo level up. We'll be real close. Let's see. 39? Yes! Nice. Okay. Leonardo heading into the gym at level 39 is great because the gym leader's highest level Pokemon is level 39. So we're right there where we need to be. And by the time we defeat some of the trainers leading up to the gym leader, we should be 40, if not 41, which would be really good. And then, yeah, I'm going to keep the experience shares on the other two Pokemon to let them just level up vicariously through Leonardo, because he should get a decent amount of experience in this next gym. Mouse PI was really fun, very cute, lots of cheese puns, and Troy Baker does the main character's voice. For $30 in this day and age, I'd say it's totally worth it. I'd rate it a 7.5 out of 10, probably. Okay, that's a good score. And the thing is, so many people in this day and age, they're like, unless it's a 10 out of 10, it sucks. And like, that is not true. There is still room for games. Not every game can be a 10 out of 10. There is nothing wrong with playing a 7.5 out of 10, an 8 out of 10, especially when the game's only $30, right? And I love Troy Baker. And I love puns, so maybe we'll have to check it out. Okay, I guess the other thing we can do, so we've gone through all the trainers in that wetlands area. I think there might be some trainers back in the caves that we didn't get to. So I'm thinking we'll pop a few repels so we don't have to deal with wild Pokemon. And then let's backtrack through the caves and make sure we fought everybody. To make sure we maximize our experience before heading into the gym. So we know there's nothing that way, because I already looked that way. But I don't think... No, we can't go up there. It's raining again. Have we been through here? Yes, that was the guy that murdered half our team. Right. It's all coming back to me now. Okay, we fought this guy. Oh, this looks new. Have we been over here? Oh, right. That's a doctor. Okay. No, maybe I did fight everybody in this cave. I thought there might be a few trainers that we didn't battle, but, it's looking like we fought everything. We'll go a little bit further. And if it still looks like we didn't miss anything, I'll probably make my way back. I don't want to get too off course here. Let's see. Yeah, I remember coming along this way. There was an item up here which we got. Yeah, no, we fought everybody here, I think. Okay, never mind. I was mistaken. I thought we had missed a few trainers, and who knows, maybe there's one or two poked away that I didn't get to, but like I said, I don't want to get too off track, because God knows this cave has not been friendly to us in the past, so rather than risking it for the biscuit, we are instead going to head back to town and just prepare ourselves for that next gym battle. Leonardo is going to be doing the heavy lifting, as I mentioned. Our two newbies, Sausage and Devil, will not be seeing the light of day in that gym. They are both weak to ice. So it'll be Leonardo with Ponzone and Puppuccino as backup, and hopefully that trio will be enough. I really hope it'll be enough. Leonardo is going to be super effective with his rock typing. Plus, if he's a high enough level, he'll have that advantage as well, so. Not to put all my eggs in one basket, but, you know, we don't have a lot of baskets here, so. The eggs are going in Leonardo's basket, and we're gonna hope for the best. Alrighty. And we're back to town. Tonight was an absolute roller coaster. We made it through the mountain, not unscathed. We lost 3 Pokemon in the mountain. Then we came out the other side and we added 3 Pokemon to our party. So, you know, in terms of numbers, we're on even, but it really sucks. We did lose some good Pokemon. We did deal with Team Plasma and everything else leading up to this area, so that means our next challenge is the Icarus City Pokemon Gym. Leader Bryson, the Ice Mask, is waiting for us. But rather than start that tonight, I think it probably makes sense for us to end stream here. When we start next time, we can pick right up and head right into that gym. And hopefully start the stream off on a good high note. So we'll call it a night here. We'll save our game. I want to thank everyone so much for hanging out with me tonight on this Poke Tuesday. I had to reschedule last night's Poke Monday stream, so thank you guys for sticking with me and joining in tonight. Rory and MK, thank you so much for the subs. Lilith, thank you for the biddies, and Swaz, thank you for the raid. So much support tonight, which I really, really appreciate. This was a terrible Tuesday in parts. It was also a wonderful Tuesday because I got to hang out with you guys, and at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, right? So thank you guys for being here. I will be back on Friday for a super special edition of the stream. on Friday, it is my birthday. I'm turning 32 on Friday, and I'm going to celebrate here with you guys playing some retro Pokemon games. I mean, that's what we were playing tonight, retro Pokemon games. But we're going to be playing other retro Pokemon games. I'm going to get my Switch 2 hooked up. We're going to check out the Nintendo online service and play some of my favorite N64 Pokemon titles, including Pokemon Stadium, Pokemon Stadium 2, and Pokemon Puzzle League. It should be a blast. So I really hope I can see some of you guys here on Friday for the birthday celebrations. I'll be going live around 10 a.m. my time, which is 10 a.m. Mountain, 12 p.m. Eastern, and going for a couple of hours, just having fun and yeah, celebrating the birthday. So thank you guys for being here. And yeah, I'm getting old. Getting old. I gotta hang on to 31 for as long as I can. I got, what, 72 hours left before 32 hits. But yeah, enjoy the rest of your week, everybody. If I'm not seeing you before then, take care of yourselves. We're gonna continue the Mouse PI for Hire. Swaz just came over here and said he was playing Mouse PI for Hire. And my good friend Rector is also playing Mouse PI for Hire tonight. So why don't we go see what this game's all about and go say hello to Rector, shall we? Say hello to him, blow up his chat, do all the things. And I will see you guys on Friday. After Friday, we'll be back Sunday and Monday next week with the Nuzlocke. So if you can't be here on Friday for the birthday stream, hopefully I'll see you guys on Sunday and Monday for the continuation of the Nuzlocke and the battle with the next gym leader. So, good night, everybody. Thanks again for hanging out, and I will see you guys again soon.